All right, this thing should be working by now, right? So as usual, it's about dinner time, so I'm cooking. So if I have to go check on my food once in a while, don't worry, I'm just cooking. So today I actually thought about something to talk about. And well, I guess other people gave me something to talk about. People keep telling me that if they can just get enough money, they can have all this freedom. They want to have more freedom, but they just need more money. And I don't think a lot of people understand. How's it going, Nepsy? I think a lot of people don't understand how money works or what it is, like what money really is today. Um, you can't get freedom just by having money, because like the money we have today is created by our masters, the man. Let's just call him the man. Let's go back to the 70s. We're gonna call these people the man. You know who we're talking about, the people pulling the strings, the people printing the money, for example. So the money we have today is not something that's meant to help you have freedom. It is made by the man who considers themselves to be masters, and it's a slave currency. They hand us out this stuff to get us to do work, and then we constantly have to owe. You can't own anything. You own a piece of land? No, you got to pay for it every year. You buy all kinds of stuff on credit. Get lots of stuff on credit. Use credit. It's good for you. You got to have a good credit score. Credit. Good credit society. Because the more money you owe, the more trapped you are. And even if you don't owe money, just using money for everything means you're basically 100% slave. Take, for example, going to the grocery store. Say you go to the grocery store and there's all these corn products that are so cheap, and you think, wow, these are so cheap. How do they do it? But what people don't often realize is that you've already paid for half of it, because that corn is subsidized with money that's already been taken from you and given there without your consent. So you can either buy the corn that you've already paid half for, or you can go get something else and you've paid for half of it regardless. And this is the control that this money, the people running the show, having all this money, they have all this control over people. They can push little buttons and set up lines and strongly encourage people to do what they want. And it's a much more efficient slave program than putting people in shackles. Because you put people in shackles, they're like, I don't like this. But you just set up all this monetary system that just kind of nudges people around. Like 99% of the population just kind of gets pushed around. They just go along with whatever's happening. Oh, the TV commercial tells me I should buy this or do this or whatever. Okay. Oh, someone gave me some dollars for this. I guess I should do more of that, regardless of what it is. You don't get freedom by having money. The only way money can be used for freedom is to buy things or invest in things or do whatever you have to do with that money to make it so you don't need any more. And I don't mean invest to get more money. No, I mean invest in things that make it so you don't need money. So going back to the grocery store example, for example, if you're buying all your food, you have no control over the food. You go in there and you're like, well, I have control over, because I can choose conventional or organic. So I don't have to eat pesticides. Really? Do you really know what that organic label means? Or do they just put it on there and then decide what it means, but then tell you something else, and unless you read the small print? Now, I don't want to say too much here, but I know someone who works at an organic farm. And she was telling me recently, you know what? I have to get up at 3:00 every morning and spray the fields so nobody sees it. So she sprays the fields with pesticides. Well, she has to go out with all these other people, and spray the fields at 3 a.m. so no one sees them spraying the organic stuff with these pesticides. And I don't know what the name of the farm is or anything. I'm presuming this is a pretty general, what's it? What's the word? Process? It's the modus operandi. It happens a lot, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so if you're just relying on money for everything, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many cars you buy or how many houses you pay for, all this stuff. You're just a slave. The only way you get out of that is to make it so you don't need the money. And that's one of the things I'm trying to do a lot here. And just to give another example of how strongly this influence pushes people around in the world. Let's look at an example from like 100 years ago, which would be Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison. Now, growing up in school, I learned all about Thomas Edison. Ooh, he invented all this amazing stuff. He was a great inventor. He basically made our modern world. Thomas Edison, he's an amazing guy. I didn't learn about Nikola Tesla until I started learning about things that were named after him, like Tesla coils and stuff. And his name kept popping up, and I'm like, who is this Tesla guy? Right? So as I start learning a little more about this Tesla guy, I find out he is a real inventor. Meanwhile, this Thomas Edison guy actually blew up Nikola Tesla's workshop, his lab, because there's nothing more offensive to a crook than the genuine article. And then I started learning about, Thomas Edison actually stole inventions. He stole a few things, and he destroyed someone else's laboratory where they were creating inventions. But he made all this other stuff. Really? I don't buy any of that. Because when you're a real creative, inventive person who comes up with original ideas, which is a difficult thing and it's amazing, you don't have time to worry about blowing up someone else's lab or stealing crap from someone else. No, you're more concerned about figuring the thing out. So I wasn't actually there, but I gotta presume this Thomas Edison guy was just a crook. Nikola Tesla, real deal. He, if I remember correctly, he's the guy who set up the generators in Niagara Falls. And he didn't do that for money. He did that to bring electricity to people, to improve people's lives. And without Nikola Tesla, there's a good chance we would still be walking around with candles at night. He went all out. I don't have time to get into it all right now, but man, he set stuff up for the modern world. Meanwhile, this Thomas Edison guy was stealing inventions, knocking people down, stopping other people from creating inventions, getting in the way of Nikola Tesla, for example. And who do I learn about in school? The crook, right? So and he also made a lot of money. So we're in this society where crooks get more money, they get more recognition. Meanwhile, the genuine article, no good deed goes unpunished. The real people who are important, they keep getting shoved aside and stuffed under the carpet and kicked in the face and thrown under the bus. And this is the answer to the question I hear a lot in today's world, which is this: why are there so many assholes? Yeah, it's because whatever you promote more of, whatever you promote in the world, you get more of. So we've been advantaging assholes for so long that the world is just full of fucking assholes. And good people trying to do good things. They've been struggling for so long that they've been weeded out, and there's so few of them left. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. And I bet you guys have a million things to say about everything I just said. Okay, not too much. Good. Let's see. Mr. Landfill, how's it going? Sean, how's it going? Great to see you. I have to turn my brightness up a little bit. This is a little dark. Come on, thing. Oh, touch screens. That's better. Big fan. Always watch, listen the days after the lives. It's honest Gizo. I can't read your weird names, guys. Hey, what's up, Joe Blow? Okay, TDH says, yes, I do know what organic label means. That's why I buy organic bananas. There is a massive difference between organic bananas and non-organic. People are literally dying growing non-organic bananas. Yeah, and a lot of the organic processes are not what you think they are. I'm not saying there's no difference at all, and I'm not saying there are no organic farms. I knew an organic farmer who actually did a pretty good job when I was in Vermont. And I also knew an organic farmer who Well, let's just say he refused to test some questionable soil because if he found out that it was contaminated and he knew it, then he would get in trouble. But if the soil was contaminated and he didn't know about it, he was totally fine. So he just didn't test it. So who knows? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so if that guy tried to do the right thing, he could get in big trouble. But if he just purposely does the wrong thing, it's good. Make more money. Edison also executed an elephant with direct current for a demonstration. Yeah, that Edison guy, he was a dick. I kind of feel like, even just talking about this right now and thinking about my childhood when I was learning about Thomas Edison in school. Seriously? That guy was such a crook. And he blew up a competitor's, he shouldn't have been a competitor's. It was a collaborator. He should have been working with Nikola Tesla, which he sort of did, but he couldn't steal all Nikola Tesla's ideas. So he's going, I can't take it. Let me blow up your lab. I'm going to just try to bully. Oh, God, what a piece of crap that guy was. Oh, I hate people like that. And that's the kind of person that is rewarded so much in our society. Thomas Edison was the Joe Biden of his day. I don't know, man. Joe Biden, he can't string together an entire sentence, can he? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to American politics at all, but I mean, last I heard, and this was a while ago, like I saw a thing of Joe Biden trying to form sentences, and he was just like, and I'm just thinking like, whoa, that guy's the president. Oh, that is so bad. Whatever. Elon Musk identifies with Edison. Ironically, he said that, yeah. Elon Musk also has some problems. Wendy says, Cold War. Why that name? So what do Tesla, Trump's uncle, Trump's dad's nice, cool apartment, 2 missing boxes of Tesla work have to do with it? I don't know. I bet you could unwrap that for like 45 minutes. Go off, King. Mosquito. Hello, Jay. You're my favorite human. Well, thanks, man. Wait, are you talking to me? I think you're talking to me. Are you talking to me? Well, that's cool to be someone's favorite human. Unless you don't know any other humans. Are you an alien? Anyway, did someone say banana? Yeah, so what was it? A week and a half ago, I cut down that huge thing of bananas. Here's what I have left. That's it. It's because I have 4 kids and they are like banana chomping monsters, which is great because there's no way I could get through all those. I mean, even these bananas, like, I'm definitely at the end point. I'm going to have to cut the top off that one. So it's good they eat all the bananas fast because bananas don't last that long. My bananas are totally organic. I mean, technically, all bananas are organic. Organic is just a hydrocarbons, if I remember correctly. But anyway, no pesticides, nothing on them. Thank God. Criminal moron Trump is out at least. I don't know anything about Trump. But yeah, just all those guys running the show. Oh, you don't like Elon Musk? He's an interesting character. I didn't say I don't like Elon Musk. He has some problems that I've talked about that before. Like one thing is he's pushing for the automated cars, and I do not think that we need machines thinking for us. It's just a road that heads toward, that movie WALL-E, where all the people are on the Axiom, which is a spaceship, and everything is done for them by machines, and they don't think or do anything. They just sit in their chair, staring at a screen, drinking their drink, just getting fatter and fatter. Like that's what they've been reduced to. That's where all that goes, like all that automated stuff. I think people need to keep doing stuff. Like I think like there are various types of different progress, right? some types of progress improve people's lives. Some type of progress degrades people's lives. And all that automation stuff, I shouldn't say all of it, a large chunk of that automation stuff, like self-driving cars, for example, I think overall reduces people's quality of life greatly. Now you could say, yeah, but I get to sit there and just not do anything. Yeah, exactly. That's not improving your quality of life. Not doing anything, that's not living. That's what you do when you're dead. So if we have all these computers and machines to do everything for us, so we don't have to do anything, and then we can just do nothing all day, we might as well be dead. We're not living then, you know? So anyway, this stuff like that I have a problem with. All right. Send Jaimie to meet the aliens if they show up. Oh, so what do you think the aliens are doing? Do you think there's aliens and they're just like, wow, look at those ridiculous creatures down there. Well, let's give them 100,000 years, see if they turn into anything useful. But in the meantime, let's just put a few markers around this solar system and just tell everyone to steer around it. Yeah. Maybe they have. Oh, I think they don't care. I think generally speaking, alien races that are, would be sufficiently advanced to come visit our planet and stuff, they'd probably see us like bugs and just be like, oh, well, do we want to squish them? Or I don't know, they're kind of cute. Let's let them do their thing. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. We can always squish them later if we need to. I don't know. Elon Musk got his money after getting kicked out as CEO from PayPal and getting lucky, getting a huge payout. Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of PayPal. Like getting rich off something like that doesn't really add anything to society, I mean, it makes it easier to spend money, but I don't think that's what people need, And just talking about generally adding or subtracting from society, I think Edison was a huge negative. He took so much. Meanwhile, Nikola Tesla added so much to our society. And, the negative one gets rewarded, which is, it's just not cool. I was just wondering, your internet is looking fabulous right now. What are you using? Is it the Starlink? It's not Starlink. And Starlink is like high powered. It uses a lot of electricity. And I don't have a lot of electricity here right now. I have one solar panel on my roof, and it's fine. That runs everything I need it to run, and I'm totally happy with that. But if I had Starlink, I would have to like double my power system. I mean, Starlink would use more electricity than my computer running it. The internet I have right now is like 5 or 10 watts or something. I mean, it's not much. So yeah, that Starlink, I looked into it a little. It's a big power hog. It wastes a lot of energy. Let's see. Oh, so the internet I use, I have an antenna on top of my house, which aims at another house over there. It's just Shayna's house. And that has another antenna, which aims like 15 miles north-ish to like an antenna on the ground. I'm glad my internet's working very well right now, thanks. Then he stole the Tesla brand and bought it out. He didn't invent Tesla. I don't know anything about that, but I don't know. And now he bought Twitter, totally ruining it and turning it into a brainwashing operation. I think it was already a brainwashing operation, but I don't know anything about that either. But God, I was kind of hoping that whole Twitter thing. I mean, I know very little about it. Just Elon Musk bought Twitter and he was changing it. I was hoping that it would become more of a free speech thing, but you're telling me that it's more propaganda now than it was before. Before it was pretty bad, but yeah, I don't know. I know exactly what aliens are doing. I listen to aliens every day. All right, very good. All the aliens talk to me seems like a distraction. Oh yeah. I think the aliens are checking on everyone to see how we survived. Yeah. If you looked at people, like if you just showed up with the human race right now, and looked at them, you'd be like, how are these people alive? How did they, well, how? This doesn't make any sense. Although, I mean, it's probably pretty common for a civilization to go through, difficult times and build up enough resources, technology, whatever, to get to a point where life is really easy, and then people kind of slack off and get lazy, which is, the state we're in right now. And that also seems to be the state where, civilizations collapse. The 2015 collision of two black holes. Remember when we first heard we had detected gravitational waves? That was why. Oh, okay, I don't know. U.S. Pentagon whistleblower says aliens have been here since the 1930s. Cool, man. Why would anyone believe what the government says? Politicians are morons. Yeah, well, whether or not they're morons, they lie a lot. I mean, that's just become a standardized, accepted thing, which is not as it should be at all. It should be like politicians should be held to a very high truth standard, which they're not. Police should also be held to a hugely high legal standard. Like police should never break the law, but they do all the time, and like priests get excused for horrible things. We got so much stuff backwards. Like people in leadership positions should be held to a standard higher than everyone else, not lower, which is unfortunately what we have now. Okay, so you have an antenna. I was kind of wondering what kind of internet setup you have. Yeah, it's right up there. It's way up there. It's I don't know what it is. Some antenna. The one that aims at the tower that's 15 miles away is a dish, about like that big. Has a little dongle that sticks out the middle. And I went up there and aimed it and had a little thing that said signal strength, and I kept wiggling it around till I got the signal strength to the highest I could get it, and then tighten it in place. Just that kind of thing. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go check on my food for a second. So we're gonna go out here since it's dinner time. I haven't. Oh, yeah, I better put another stick in. Just give me a second. Oh. Get in there. All right, that should keep going. All right, what were we talking about here? Oh yeah, internet and stuff. Okay. The free speech thing was a ruse. It was always free speech. Yeah, I don't know. I've actually never, I don't even know what Twitter looks like. I've never been on Twitter. I don't believe it was always free speech. Being someone who is on YouTube and Patreon and a few other things like that, I know that I get censored, and largely it's like I have to censor myself or I get kicked off, which is one of the reasons I made a second channel. So on this channel, it's not monetized or anything, and I feel a little more free to say. I mean, I wouldn't on my main channel, I wouldn't say a lot of what I've just said over the last 20 minutes because I get kicked off. So yeah, I feel like I can get away with a little more here, and if this channel gets shut down, whatever. I don't know. I guess if it gets to the point where I'm getting kicked off, we'll just do something else. We're a stop on an alien cruise ship. Do you think the alien cruise ships stop and like have their high-tech binoculars that look like really far and can zoom in? Are they up there right now? Hey guys, what's up? Oh man, we do make a lot of movies. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe the aliens came down in 1930, like you were saying, and they said, "Hey, humans, you've got nothing. You've got nothing of value that anyone in the universe wants. So you got to find some place. So we've got this list of things that other creatures out in the galaxy would like, So can you come up with any of this stuff, or we're just gonna have to wipe you off the earth?" And So the humans are like, oh crap, we can't do that. Wait, entertainment, movies. We can make movies. So aliens, we're gonna make lots of movies, okay? And the aliens are like, well, have at it. And that's why Hollywood is so big, and Bollywood, and humans make so much entertainment and movies. It's because then the aliens see all the movies and everything, and they're like, all right, well let's leave those humans alone. Let's not get rid of them just yet, because they're making some cool movies, man. You seen the new Avengers? Yeah, it's crazy, eh? Isn't it hilarious what they think aliens look like? All right, where am I going here? You still putting a trampoline in this dome too? Hell yeah, there's gonna be a trampoline up there. I'm gonna have to buy that soon. So the last week, I don't know what happened the week before that, probably the week before that too, but definitely the last week, I've been working really hard making a path to where I can get logs. And like to the point where I'm just like, I'm pretty exhausted actually. Oh, get out of here, mosquito. Yeah, last Thursday I was digging and I felt like I was gonna fall over the whole time. But anyway, it kind of goes up and down. But I've been getting a lot of work done, and hopefully I can get some logs over here soon, start cutting them up and make the second and the third floors. So I'm actually at the point where that's going, which is great. Have any new projects lined up for the future? Always fun watching you do what you do. Keep it up. Well, thanks, man. So yeah, I'm getting wood to build the second and third floors, and I'll have to order a trampoline. What's the best trampoline I could get? I don't know. I want to get a really good trampoline, because this is going to be like the trampoline for the rest of my life, like the rest of my life. This is going to be my trampoline. And I want to get something good, but I'm not a millionaire or anything. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions for that. I'm totally open for suggestions on an excellent trampoline. Oh yeah, okay. So other things I'm working on right now. I got batteries for the kid car. I made some recent videos about building this kid's car. And I put the batteries on the kid car. They're connected to the solar panels and a charge controller. They're charging and everything. So I guess I just have to connect the batteries to the motor. Although I want to reinforce the differential a little, because it's a differential that I made, and I'm a little bit concerned that the motor's going to have too much force and it's going to make the differential slip. So I just because there's a part that's a little bit flexible, so I want to make that not flexible. Basically, lock it down. But once I get that locked down, it won't take much, just like a reinforcement piece in there. And then I can put a switch in to, drive the car around. And so, yeah, the kid car I'm working on. And, well, what's it called? What's this boat out here called? The zombie chopper. So my little white boat, the trimaran, it's running better than it ever has. And I really want to kind of do a few more tweaks to get it more efficient than it is. Oh, did I get you? No, I missed. Seriously, there's a mosquito that's been in here for the last hour. Oh, wait a second. Oh, God. Anyway, so I want to redo the rollers in the bearing at the back of the boat. So there's a big motor. Well, it's not as big as I thought it was. When I took the motor out recently, I realized it's a 750 watt, not an 1100 watt, which is what I thought it was. Anyway, there's a big motor, and then it has a long shaft that goes to this bearing, and then there's the propeller up back. And the bearing is one that I made, and it has a bunch of, it's a roller bearing. So it's got the pipe and then a bunch of little rollers all the way around it. And that fits inside another pipe. When I originally made it, I made it a little bit loose. So it's a little, it's loose, you can jiggle it. And I did that because I wanted water to be able to get all in there and, flow around all the rollers and everything. However, having driven it and actually thinking about it more, I think I don't need to leave it wobbly at all. And that just creates more vibrations, which is going to waste energy and stuff. So Is it the banana guy? Oi! Give me a minute. There's a guy here. Let me see what's going on. Oh. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oi! Ah, you tengo. Okay, that was just a banana guy. I sent him away because I already have bananas and plantains, and yeah, I don't need any right now. What the heck was I talking about though? Wait, let me see. Come on, comments. Oh yeah, I was talking about the boat. So I want to redo the bearings in the bottom of the boat over there to make them more snug, so there's not as much vibration. There isn't a lot right now, but I think it will make an improvement. Well, it'll make an improvement in the noise. It's already pretty quiet, but it'll be quieter, which will be nice. And I think it'll improve the efficiency because it won't be wasting energy vibrating. And also, it does have a little more vibration now than it did a while ago because somehow I lost a roller. So it has a bunch of rollers all the way around, but there's space for one more, like definitely space for one more. So I don't know, I must have dropped one at some point when I was taking it out and putting it in. So yeah, things I'm working on right now is getting wood to cut for the upper floors. Whatever I was talking about up there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the kid car. And then working on that boat. And then I always have digging going on. It's like an endless thing, just landscaping and stuff and planting food plants, which I don't know if it's going well or not, you know. I mean, I'm growing some peppers now, which is nice. My bananas are doing amazingly well. I don't know. Yeah, it's getting better. My cruises are not my cruises. My crops. That's what it is. I just read something about an alien cruise. Anyway, my crops are getting gradually better. So that's good. Backstage at Jaimie's. The dish is hold on, I gotta take off my shirt. You know, excuse me, it's just hot. I mean, partly it's hot just because I've been working really hard lately, so I'm just hot all the time. But I'm also in the tropics, so. The dish this is my internet dish. Is it a cell phone internet provider, or what kind of service is it connected to? I recommend Ubiquiti for long distance. Is that what you have or something? I have no idea what Ubiquiti is. The service I use is called Panetma. It's not a cell, it's not a phone service thing. It's like an internet thing. They send out internet signal and people around get antennas. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Yeah, it's specifically an internet thing. It was definitely not free speech. This would be Twitter. The government was working with Twitter to shut down channels they didn't like. That guy is just wrong. LOL. Twitter is much better than it's ever been. Yeah, totally differing opinions now. I would tend to believe that what I just read there. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't. I was saying earlier I'm not a fan of everything Elon Musk does, but I would think he would probably do a better job of running Twitter than was happening before. Although that's just total speculation. I've never even been on the website, so I wouldn't put much stock in what my opinion or guess is. Watch for alien tech during the Super Bowl. Hey, when you stepped back inside, you didn't step into your puddle to wash your feet off and not try. Yeah, I did. Oh, wait. Are you talking about the time I went out to check the food? Because when I went out to check the food, I'm standing on pavement the whole way. But when I just went to talk to the guy who showed up at my crappy dock, I have this temporary dock, and now this guy's all excited to use it. But it was a temporary dock I put there. It's all crappy and starting to fall apart, just to unload like one load of stuff. Anyway, when I went over there and came back, I did stomp through the little puddle out here and wash off my feet, and my feet are wet right now. If the MCU was going to save us, God help us since we lost Stanley. Jaimie just explained why Disney bought Star Wars. Oh, no. Disney buying Star Wars may end the human race. Oh, they're ruining the movies. Yeah, those aliens, they got to be getting bored with that crap. Oh man. Whatever. You know, a lot of people thought the prequels were bad. Oh, those seem pretty good now, don't they? Oh man. You never know how bad something can get until it gets worse. You should get a Google Glasses camera or head mount camera with Wi-Fi. I always call it Wi-Fi, I know I'm weird. And live stream while you're working. Well, maybe I should. Does it double as safety glasses? If I get shot in the face with like sparks, is it gonna protect my eyeballs? I feel like, well, I mean, I could do that sometimes. Live stream while I'm working. I've actually thought about live streaming while I'm working, but I'm always moving from one location to another, so it doesn't really work very well for a live stream. But yeah, maybe some Wi-Fi glasses would be the thing for that. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Acon, not Acorn. Acon brand trampolines are very good, but I've only seen them in rectangular shape. I will totally take rectangle. I don't mind rectangle at all. Oh, I want something to write with. I'll be right back. Oh wait, there's a marker. And the piece of cardboard. Oh, markers. They're all over my floor lately. Oh, kids and markers. I'm not a fan of markers. Acon tram. I'll know that means Odin. All right, I'll look those up. Yeah, I would totally be happy with a rectangular trampoline. I doesn't really, like, in terms of fitting it in the room, it's a 40-foot diameter room. So, I mean, I can fit whatever trampoline in there. Let's see. We are good. Take care of business. Chat room on autopilot. Yeah. Sorry, I had to run off there for a minute. The YouTube show How Ridiculous built a heavy-duty trampoline and dropped heavy things on it off a tower. The YouTube show How Ridiculous built a heavy-duty trampoline and dropped heavy things on it off a tower. I think you got some typos in there, but am I supposed to look up? Is it a channel called YouTube? I don't know. I'll see if I can. I'll have to do some research. Find a good trampoline. Someday I'm gonna have to visit Jaimie. Maybe. I was just visiting him. He's as real in person. Awesome family. All right. I'm as real in person. Are you sure? Did you poke me? I might be a hologram. Sorry, he's wrong. Oh no, this is about the Twitter thing. I think this is about to turn into an argument. Sorry, he's wrong. That's a lie. Look it up. The government wasn't censoring or asking. I was paying attention for way too much about the whole politics and Twitter thing for a long time. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I've never actually been on Twitter, so I can't really chime in on that much. George sold them the last 3 scripts. They had their own agenda. Oh, okay. This is about Star Wars. So George sold them the last 3 scripts, but they had their own agenda. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Feet washing, just giving sheet one. Can't wait to see this dome all built out. It's going to be so friggin' awesome. Yeah. It's already, I'm so happy with this place already. And it's only like halfway done. Oh, I love this place. And when it's done, you know, it reminds me a lot of when I first moved off grid and I built a dome. Nothing, I mean, like a sixth the size of this one in terms of volume. It was about a sixth the size, maybe a fifth. But anyway, that dome was amazing. And at first, you know, I built it and it was super cool. And then a few years later, I, finished it. Like at first I built it so it was good enough to live in, then I could get a bunch of stuff worked out and set up. And then when I got back to finishing it, oh my God, I called it the Palatial Megadome. And oh man, it was so nice in there. Oh, so nice. So I already know the feeling and I'm very excited to get this place, I shouldn't say finished, but like finished-ish. Can't wait to see this dome done. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm at the end of chats here. Well, maybe I should shut up and go finish cooking my dinner. Oh, you want to see what I'm having for dinner? Oh, mosquito right in my face. Get back here. Seriously, I'm going to get that mosquito. You know when there's that one mosquito? Once upon a time, many years ago, I was like staying at a friend's house and there was one mosquito in the room and neither of us slept. I mean, we got some. Anyway, I'm making chop suey. I've got some pig cooking out in my pan there, and then I've got like chopped suey, I guess. I'm gonna throw this all in there once the meat is all nicely cooked. And I'm pretty sure my fire went out by now, so I'll have to go stick some wood in it again and blow it. But I am going to get out of here, and I hope everyone has an excellent day or morning or evening or whatever you got, wherever you're doing. And whatever you're working on, keep working and try your best. And even if you're not getting rewarded by the slave man's monetary nonsense, do the right thing. Because you know what? History eventually catches up. And people start realizing, you know what, the real guy was that Nikola Tesla. That Edison guy was full of crap. And that Nikola Tesla guy, he's going to live in our memories and down through history as someone who really did some cool stuff, I hope, at least. Anyway, do your best to be your best. And I'm going to get out of here. Okay. Oh, one more comment. Oh, no, there's a few more. Wait. Oh, all right, let me just go through these last few. Do you get a cell phone signal? I don't get very good cell phone signal here. Pretty crappy. Sorry, dude. Addie's daddy here. Stupid comments, I know. Oh no, it's totally cool, man. Totally cool. I know who you are. Sorry about any misunderstanding. How ridiculous equals badass trampoline. What's for dinner tonight? Okay, I just showed that. How is the cost of living these days in Panama? Well, in the area where I live, it's a touristy area. Not right where I am, but where I go to buy food. So the food's kind of expensive. I mean, not compared to like the United States or something, but other than that, my living expenses are pretty low. What is the story of the combat creatures toy? Or maybe next time? Oh, well, remember that. Ask me next week. I'll give you as much of the story as I can. Noob, my experience in visiting for a couple weeks equal to the United States, if that makes any sense. I'm sure that Jaimie lives for significantly less wherever he is. Oh yeah, my expenses are, well, the thing is, when I lived in the United States, I was living out in the woods in a dome. It is cheaper here though, but not by a huge amount, because I was living kind of pretty far removed from the standard financial system, even when I was in the United States. But yeah, anyway. Oh, sorry guys, you just got here. Yeah, I'm just taking off. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Everyone have a great everything you're doing.